We have MagicStyler, Kingston, Jamaica, University of Technology, Jamaica.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashalika, and this is Danishka. Together, we represent MagicStyler from the University of Technology, Jamaica. So, Dan, what is MagicStyler?
MagicStyler is a 3-in-1 hairstyling tool that integrates a blow dryer, a brush, and a flat iron. Now, the features include straightening, drying, and moisturizing your hair at the same time. It is unique, cost-effective, and extremely convenient. Now, what is the problem that we're trying to solve? Now, we're women, and getting ready takes us extra long time when we have to blow dry our hair and then flat iron it. So we developed a product that merges both blow drying and flat ironing, which reduces the time. Now, also, your hair gets damaged when you have the heat from both the flat iron and the blow dryer. So merging the products, it reduces the damages to the hair, so reducing split ends and breakages. Now, imagine a life with no more wasted time on 2 styling products, no more fight against humidity, no more frizz, and no more having to run to the hairdresser for every style. Now, in our product development, we did testing within Jamaica to figure out what is it that the consumer would like the product to look like. The one on the top left was our first prototype, and the consumers didn't like it because of the shape. So we diverted to the second one, which the flat iron can fold inside the blow dryer, but they thought it was too bulky. And then the third and fourth one, you can remove the plates. And then we finally arrived at MagicStyler, which is a patented product, and it will take the shape of a regular flat iron with the dimensions of 2.5 by 5.5 by 14 inches with the weight of 13 ounces and takes a maximum of 10 seconds to heat up. Now, the iron plate will be ceramic to guarantee an even distribution of heat and less hair damage with faster results when compared to our competitors. And this is the prototype. We'll pass it around so you can see in a second. It won't be as bulky. The fan on the top will be removed when the final product is being made.
Now we have a quick demonstration of how to use
Sound.
styler. After being plugged in, both switches are turned on, one for the blow dryer and one for the flat iron. As you can see, her hair is partially damp. I'm now going to straighten the hair and dry it. The MagicStyler gives you silky hair on the go.
Now, Ashalika will explain the market that we are trying to enter, that we will be entering.
According to Ernst & Young, women are said to be the largest emerging market in terms of consumer and buying power. It is estimated by 2021 the global income of women will grow from $13 to $18 trillion. The U.S. is a very multicultural community, with 48% being Hispanic, 37% being African American, and 15% being Asian American. Based on key trends observed, we at MagicStyler saw this market as a very niche market, in that, based on the trend from 2009 to 2014, there has been significant increases in the Latin and Northern American market. We're targeting multicultural women within the Caribbean and North America who are between the ages of 25 to 29, and it's said that they have a disposable income, and normally women want to look beautiful, so they're always constantly changing their hairstyles. I tested the product on my partner. She's very multiracial. As you can see, the before and the after using MagicStyler. We also tested it on a Caucasian, the before and the after. We did a survey where we interviewed approximately 200 customers and 20 hair salons. 80% of that total said that they would use MagicStyler, and they really wanted to know when would the product be available on the market. As said before, the U.S. is very multicultural, and it is made up of Asian, Caucasian, and African, and each all have different hair textures and shapes, and we at MagicStyler will cater to you. The total market within the US is approximately 120 million women, of which we're tapping into one third. One third are multicultural, that giving us a total of 40 million. In year one, we at MagicStyler hope to tap into the market by gaining 0.5%, giving us approximately 2 million customers. By year three, we expected a projected increase in our market share to 3%, giving us 12 million customers, and by year five, 7% increase, giving us 28 million customers.
Now, our business model. At MagicStyler, our value proposition is to offer a unique and easy-to-use product that is hassle-free and convenient. So you can take it anywhere. You put it in your handbag, put it in your carry-on. Now, the pink areas are areas that will be focused on by MagicStyler, and the blue area we will outsource. So our key activities include product development, testing and certification, manufacturing, sales. Our distribution channels, personally, we'll be doing our website. We'll be selling from Amazon, and we'll have a showroom. And we'll outsource to multi-store wholesale, single-store wholesale, and US-based distributor to help us get the product out there. We'll be doing marketing and customer service through our distribution channels. Now, competition. We have no direct competition because our product is so unique, but there is the InStyler, which is similar. It dries and straightens your hair at a price for $99.99. Revlon and Conair, they both have several blow dryers and flat irons, and each averaging to about $50, so the same 100, but we'll be selling our product for $64. Competitive advantage. We believe we have a competitive advantage because, one, we have no direct competition, and we are uniquely designed to deliver one of the most technologically advanced hairstyling tools on the market, which evenly dries and straightens your hair at the same time, allowing for less damages. Our timeline. The third quarter of 2016, we developed our prototype. And for the beginning of the fourth quarter, we'll be establishing the business in the Caribbean and doing manufacturing. At the same time, in the US, we'll be developing relationships with partners. For the first quarter of next year, we'll be focusing on sales in Jamaica and market development in the United States. By the second quarter, we expect to have sales in other areas of the Caribbean and the United States, and we'll be focusing on new product development for the following year.
Our estimated expenses at MagicStyler will total to $75,000. That makes up product development, marketing, manufacturing, and general and administrative expenses. In the first year, our expected sales is approximately $1.3 million. Our cost of goods sold is $648,000, giving us a gross profit of $652,000, or net profit $192,000. By year three, we'll see some increases where our sales is expected to be $7.8 million, giving us a gross profit of $3.53 million, with a net profit of $1.39 million. By year five, we'll also have an increase where we'll have $1.75 million, giving us a gross profit of $789,000, with a net profit of $1.14 million.
Now, our opportunity summary. MagicStyler will be working with electrical engineers, designers, and hairstylists to create a game-changing tool that is advanced, aesthetically tested, and proven, and pleasing to help stylists overcome on-the-job and at-home hairstyling challenges.
After we at MagicStyler have reached our desired target, we hope to partner with larger companies to give them more shares in our business, eventually selling out our business and developing new products. Our management team consists of myself, Danishka Williams, and a consultant who is our electrical engineer, and in 2017 we'll hire marketing and accounting personnel.
Together we are MagicStyler,
MagicStyler,
providing silky hair on the go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. After we solve all the problems in the world, it's time to solve our hair problem. I would love to buy it, but you have completely eliminated me from your target market.
No,
I mean,
we said we're not limited
I understand
to.
I understand you are millennials, but there are other generations like Gen X and others. And why did you, kidding aside, why did you narrow your market for 25 to 29 years of age women? 25 to 29, I think, was on the slide, and I immediately gave up. So
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. The slide says not limited to. Right. But that's where we want to initially start, because that is a group of persons who they're going into their first, or they're just starting their their careers. So they're very particular about how they look, and they want to appear very presentable, so we want to start with them. But we're not limited to persons over.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not limiting it at all. No limits.
I too am very disappointed that I've been eliminated from the target market.
No.
Thank you. So you are in Jamaica, and getting things in and out of Jamaica is not particularly easy. So do you have partners yet in North America, or is that just a challenge you have not?
We haven't overcome that challenge as yet, but we definitely want to find a distributor in the United States who can assist us with single store wholesales like Sally's, or multi-stores like Sephora, and so on.
I might be a good candidate for this product. Can you go back to the competition slide? I just wanted to look through that, because I saw Revlon there, and I saw a price point, and it just looks like you've got some very large competitors. So, can you just walk us through that? I don't see Revlon. Oh, there they are. Okay, third row down. So how do we differentiate from these guys? I mean, Conair. These are big. These are big companies.
Revlon, Conair, and there's so many other manufacturers that have different products as it relates to blow dryers and flat irons. So we did a scan on the internet, and these two came up in Amazon and on Google. So we used them. The dryer for Revlon was $50, and the flat iron for Conair was $65. Now we derived that our pricing based on the fact that if we're targeting Jamaicans as well, whereas in the US a dollar is a dollar, in Jamaica a dollar US is 126 Jamaican. So we have to convert that, and our prices fluctuate. So we'll have to constantly change prices, which is around 8,000 Jamaican. So if we go 64, it's competing, and it's also convenient for Jamaicans.
Yeah, this is, I'm with everyone else on trying to understand why you narrowed the market. And so were you able to do some research onto the size and makeup of the market for, say, Revlon or Conair? Who do they target?
No, we haven't actually done that, but based on research, in coming to the conclusion, it was really hard in actually narrowing how many persons actually use the product, because everybody, they're public companies, so they don't really give out as much information. So it was really hard, but based on talking to persons when we came to the US and back when we were home, majority of the persons use Revlon, and they use Conair, whether it's either a blow dryer or they have both. So that's how we basically narrowed in on this.
Okay, I think it would be, did you have an opportunity to talk to any potential users?
Yes, we did. We actually tested it back home at hair salons, and we went to beauty supply stores.
And what did they say?
They loved the idea. They wanted to know when it would be available on the market.
And I recently purchased a hair dryer and was quite bewildered standing in the Target aisle trying to decide what was good, and it seemed like the prices went up as the color changed, but I couldn't really tell the difference in the technology or what it was, how it was supposed to benefit me. And I noticed you're starting by selling it on Amazon. Is that correct? So I think the younger target market that you're identifying are used to buying online. So my children who are in their 20s are always online making a purchase, and they actually are beginning to trust those products a little more than the big name companies. So I think you'd have a chance of selling that if you package that appropriately, and really educate the customer on what they're buying, because I think even though there are big players in the market, it really isn't clear what you're buying, and then you get it home and it either feels cheap, it doesn't work properly, it gets too hot, the bristles are too stiff, something like that. So I like the direction this is going, because my 26-year-old daughter would be on this product in a minute, wouldn't have any problem buying it online. So I like it, but I think you're going to have to really sell the benefits of it and make that really clear.
Okay, thank you.
So I like the fact that you did the research, the consumer research. I may have missed it, but did these customers actually utilize the product, or was?
Yes, they did.
Okay, good.
I did my hair.
Did you say that you have this already patented?
Yes, it is.
So you have a patent that's already issued, or is it just filed?
We already have the patented. We have the document. We got it from Jamaica. You know, each market you enter into, you have to get it patented. So we just have the patent for Jamaica.
Have you tried to patent in the U.S. as well?
Not as yet.
And so is the patent owned by the two of you, or is it owned by your university, or who owns the patent?
I do.
You own the patent personally?
Yes.
Very, very good. Very good. That's very impressive. And I highly recommend you go to the U.S. Try to patent it there.
Okay.
And so what? I mean, just ask. So what are the claims exactly on the patent? What are you claiming in there that's unique?
It is basically claiming that it's just that it's unique in the sense that it's a two-in-one. No other company has a two-in-one product that can actually dry your hair and straighten it at the same time, eventually adding moisture, because we intend on adding a feature that adds moisture to your hair. So the patent that we have is basically for the design. So
you had said earlier when you were talking about the prototype that it wouldn't look like that because you were removing the fan. Doesn't that remove the two-in-one functionality if you remove that fan?
we'd add an AC component. So instead of having the fan and it looking bulky on the top, we'd add an AC component so it would be built inside.
Have you given any thought in your business model, if you are successful in getting several million users, to have add-on products, much like razor blade type of model, where you could sell downstream other hair products that your consumers might use?
We haven't really looked into it yet, but eventually we plan on adding other items that could go with MagicStyler. So we already have implemented the feature where we'll have the moisturizing feature. So we'll add other things as they come along.
Understanding that the beauty market grows rapidly, we know that we have to constantly make changes and add new products, new features.
Yeah, and my point was just that there's probably a way to on an ongoing basis, monetize your customer base.
Right.
Okay, some questions from the audience here. You said you had no competition. However, someone did a Google search and shows that InStyler does something very similar to yours, and it has patents in the U.S. and Europe. And it's also your product looks like it's a little more expensive than the InStyler. Have you looked at that product?
We have. It's right here. And the InStyler is $99.99. They have a promotion right now that it's, what is it, 20? I think it's 20. You pay 20 up front, and then they send you monthly. They send you a monthly bill of I think it's 14 for 3 months. So somehow it still adds up.
Okay.
So the cheaper price that they'll be seeing now We researched it, and it's not actually a cheaper price. It's $99.99 on average.
I see. You said the product also moisturizes the hair. How does it do that? Is there something that you put in there, or what is it doing?
Okay, when the product is actually made, we have it would be based on your choice, whether it be argan oil, coconut oil, based on the customer's preference. It will be inserted. You will have a tube where it will be inserted, so it will moisturize the hair, giving evenly distribution.
And how long does the brush part last, and is that replaceable?
It would last basically how a normal hair brush works. So you have it for a couple years. So even if you can remove it. So the parts would be sold, so you can replace it.
All right. Thank you very much. It was a very good presentation.